Well, I finally got my exhaust for this thing. Only took like 3 or 4 months for this thing to get here. So I have my Austin Racing exhaust on this bike that I'm sure you can hear clear as day. It is quite obnoxiously loud and I enjoy it. I mean, this is my first time riding this thing with the new exhaust on, because I put it on, and the day I put it on it was all rainy, so I couldn't ride it. So hopefully like the exhaust isn't so loud that you can't hear anything else in this audio. See what this thing sounds like on the interstate. It definitely has a lot of pops and bangs because it's not tuned. And that's just kind of what happens when it's not tuned. I just put a servo buddy in there so I wouldn't throw a code. You know, I'm going to wait until after we move into the house and everything before I actually get flash for this bike. It'll be fine till then. I've ran plenty of bikes without getting them flashed. Good God, this thing is loud. So used to what it was before, where it was so quiet, like you get on the interstate and you couldn't even hear it because, you know, it was a stock exhaust. It goes pop, 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 pop. Man, this thing sounds great. I'm so happy I went with Austin Racing. It's such a cool exhaust too, because you don't see a whole lot of them in the United States. You know, they're not like crazy expensive either. You know, they're around the same price as like an SC Project, I guess. If you get like the equivalent SC Project to this one, they're around the same price, like 800 or something like that, or 700. I forget what it was. I ordered it 3 months ago, so I forget what the price was. But man, sounds great. It's really deep. Yeah, I freaking love this thing. Little bit of a pain to install. Actually, no, it wasn't a pain to install. It was a pain to get the stock exhaust off. That was the pain. Actually, putting this exhaust on took me all of like maybe 10 minutes, if that even. And it took me like an hour to get the stock exhaust off because of that stupid servo motor. Trying to get the cables out. And she looked good too. I am all out of breath. Man, this thing is so deep. She a throaty exhaust. She's giving me that throat. Giving it that hawk tua. That meme is so overplayed. It's everywhere. It was really funny at first, but it's like, good Lord, all right. Had enough of the hawk tua, even though I just did it. I cannot wait to get this thing freaking tuned. But we have other things we need to be spending money on, like furniture. Going right now to meet my wife at a furniture store, actually, to go look at a table for the new house. We just bought a refrigerator yesterday. Got one of them Samsung refrigerators. I never thought that I would see the day where I would be so excited about a refrigerator, but I am. I am very excited for this refrigerator. I was even talking to my parents about it. My mom said the same thing. She goes, I never thought I'd see the day where you'd be excited about something that didn't have wheels on it. I was like, I can put wheels on it. You can put wheels on anything. It's just a new thing. I get excited about new things. So I'm excited about a refrigerator. I'm excited about our couches that we're getting. I'm just excited about all of it. Very excited about this exhaust. But man, the tone of this exhaust is just like it hits you in the chest. It's so deep. But yeah, once I get this thing tuned, it is gonna open it up so much. It's gonna be awesome. I'd really love to get the tune right now, but man, even if I send it into like more Mafia, which I think it's only like $300 or $400 to get that done. Even if I send it in there, it's like it's only $300 or $400. It's not that bad. But if we didn't have so much crap we gotta buy, because we still, I mean, we got almost everything now. We're almost done, with the exception of the house and the down payment we gotta put down, which we should be closing in about 3 weeks. If it wasn't for all that, I would have already had a tune. I probably would have got like one of those handheld thingies, and I would have had the tune already uploaded onto the handheld, ready to go, so when the exhaust came in, just plug in the handheld and go. But instead I ordered an $80 servo buddy just to keep from throwing a code, and it'll be all right. I know it should be fine. It's like a little temporary thing. I ran a servo buddy on my R1. I ran a servo buddy on that with no tune for years, and I had zero issues with the, you know, like it didn't run rough or anything like that. I don't know, maybe the R1 took to it a little bit better. I can't really tell with this one quite yet. I haven't had enough riding time on this to be able to tell if it's running rough. It doesn't feel any worse than it did before. I mean, you can definitely in this bike, you know, because of the factory tuning to it, you can definitely tell it's got some what's the word I'm looking for, low points in the RPM, I guess, and you can kind of tell where it's like it doesn't have the power all the way through your RPMs. Oh, we got the Goldwing boy out here. I know they're like an old man bike, but freaking Goldwings are cool. They're so nice. It's like the Rolls Royce of motorcycles. Just pure luxury. I know I'm not really giving it the beans or anything, but like, it just sounds so good. And those like upshifts with that little crack just sounds so good. Hopefully my GoPro doesn't overheat again. Last time I recorded that video where I was talking about you know, there's a lot of people on TikTok who get really famous for doing absolutely nothing, and it's really stupid because there's a lot of people with real talent that nobody cares about. Anyway, when I was making that video, I had like a whole nother portion to that video. Got hit with a bug. I had a whole other portion to that video that I didn't realize my GoPro had overheated and quit working. Luckily, I had like enough that it actually recorded where I could make that part. It worked out really well, because it would have been an overly long video, or I could have broke it up into 2 videos. Could have just done that too. I'm thinking about switching over to the DJI camera. There's a lot of people who switched over, a lot of moto vloggers who switched over, and they have like no issues with them at all, ever. I'm looking into DJI, but again, I don't have the money, because we're about to throw down a whole bunch of money on a whole bunch of crap. So I might have to put up with the GoPro until then. Hopefully it hasn't froze now. Is it still recording? Yep, looks like it's still recording. Got the red blinky light. The last time I had the red blinky light the whole time, but it wasn't actually recording. It was overheated. Oh, let's go get us some furniture. Hey, there's actually quite a few people here. They got something going on out here. Oh, there's my wife. She's here. Oh, she's in the car. Oh boy, howdy, I tell you what though, I cannot get over this exhaust. It is so delicious. Now when you smell it, it smells like, you know, gas fumes, but it's delicious. I like that smell though. I know some people don't, but I do. Listen to that thing. Austin Racing frickin' killed it. I was getting a little mad that it was taking so long, but man, they did a freaking fantastic job. This thing sounds immaculate. It's so deep. It's girthy. It's a girthy exhaust. It really is girthy. It's quite big around. It's girthy. Give me that girth, boy. Anyway, unfortunately, I have to put the bike up. I gotta go home and do laundry and all that fun stuff. Okay, love you, bye.